At this time, I'd like to call the Physical Services Committee meeting for July 5th, 2022 to order. Please call the roll.
Counselor
Thank you.
Hill.
Here.
Counselor Burridge. Here. Counselor Walker.
Here.
Counselor Gozick.
He is excused. Could I have a motion to approve the minutes of our June 21st, 2022 meeting? Counselor Burridge, Counselor Walker.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Burridge.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Any old business to come before this committee? Seeing none, we'll move on to new business under communication. Item number 1, the Special Events Committee has received a request from Jerry Millar for road closure and a waiver of the noise ordinance on West 5th Street between West Schuyler and Seneca Streets for the Porch Fest event to be held on September 18, 2022. Any questions or concerns from the council on this request? Okay. All right. Could I have a motion, please? Counselor Walker, Counselor Burridge.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Burridge.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
Any other business to come before this committee? Seeing none, I'll take a motion to adjourn. Counselor Burridge, Counselor Walker.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Burridge.
Yes.
Counselor Walker.
Yes.
All right, at this time, I'd like to call the Administrative Services Committee meeting. Please call the roll.
Counselor Cordino.
Here.
Counselor McBrearty. Here. Counselor Hill.
Here.
Counselor Plunkett.
Here.
Counselor Burridge.
Here.
I'd like a motion to approve the minutes of the June 21st, 2022 committee meeting. Counselor Hill, Counselor Plunkett.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrearty.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett.
Yes.
Counselor Burridge.
Yes.
Is there any old business? Seeing none. Item number 1, under communication, Mayor William J. Barlow Jr. requests the City Chamberlain be authorized to complete a transfer of funds from the General Fund contingent account to the Tourism Miscellaneous account in order to cover the cost of Oswego bumper stickers. I don't see the mayor here, but actually I was sort of involved in this one, so I do know what this one's about. This is the bumper sticker or decal that the mayor purchased for the marina. I know the visitor center across the street was getting some calls for this. People who come and visit Oswego wanted these items put on the back of their bumper or on their boat when they come in the marina. I guess it's a very popular thing to do. So it says OSW, and at the top it says Oswego, New York, and at the bottom it says www.oswegony.org. So a little free advertising on people's bumpers. Anybody have any questions on this one?
Where am I going to put that in the bag? Your seat.
They're removable. You can put them anywhere you want. Any other questions or comments?
Just for the record, I think there are many people in town who could tell Miles where to put that.
For the record, it's noted.
It's in the record.
Seeing no other smart comments, can I have a motion? Counselor McBrearty, Counselor Hill.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrearty.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett.
Yes.
Counselor Burridge.
Yes.
Item number 2, City Attorney Kevin Caracoli requests discussion regarding a corrective deed for property located at 226 East Bridge Street. Mr. Caracoli?
Mr. Chairman, good evening, everyone. This is a cleanup of property. The reason this is coming up is the property is being sold, but in 1972, the property owners owed $38.90 on a water bill. They apparently didn't pay it. The county foreclosed. The city got the tax deed back, but there's no record that the city owns this property. In fact, it was then transferred from the parents to the children years ago, in 2008. The parents retained life use, and now the children, the parents are deceased, the children are looking to sell the property, and in a title examination, this came up. So what we need is a corrective deed. This is what my recommendation is, a corrective deed from the Common Council to the current owners, which are the family members. There's no indication, but I have every belief that that $38.90 was probably paid shortly after they realized that they lost the property. And even if it wasn't, for $38.90 in good conscience, I couldn't recommend that the city take that property back and kick those people out. So the simplest thing to do would just to would be to sign a corrective deed over to the current owners so that they will turn around and sell the property. They're selling it, and there's a purchase contract, and it's all conditioned upon passing clear title. But they don't have clear title right now until, or unless you take some actions. I'm happy to answer any questions, but that's, what we've got.
Counselor Walker.
What's it cost to get a new deed?
So all of the cost will be borne by the current owners. That won't cost the city anything, but it's, it's preparing the deed. Our office will do that. And the filing fees are about roughly $300.
So
But
they'll
they're going
take care of
to,
everything.
they're taking care of all of that. It costs the city nothing. So.
All right, anybody else, questions for the city attorney? Seeing none, can I have a motion, please? Counselor Burge, Counselor Plunkett.
Counselor Corodino.
Yes.
Counselor McBurdy.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett.
Yes.
Counselor Burge.
Yes.
Item number 3, City Chamberlain Deborah Code requests authorization to transfer enterprise funds. Mrs. Code, did you want to add anything to this? I mean, it's pretty cut and dry. All right, thank you. Any questions for our city chamberlain from anybody? Seeing none, can I have a motion? Counselor Plunkett, Counselor Burge.
Counselor Corodino.
Yes.
Counselor McBurdy.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett.
Yes.
Counselor Burge.
Yes.
Item number 4, Fire Chief Randall Griffin requests an intra-departmental transfer of funds in order to cover miscellaneous purchases to be made through the end of fiscal year 2022. Chief?
Good evening, everybody. This is the miscellaneous budget, which is kind of a misnomer. It also includes our training for courses and fees for instance, academies. Since the first of the year, we've had 12 members either retire or transfer to other departments. So typically, we may send one person, maybe 2 people to the academy. We've already sent 5, and I'm going to be sending another 5 to the academy, which again is kind of unforeseen. The issue with retirements, although after 20 years people are pension eligible, they may or may not choose to go. So it's kind of hard to budget for, particularly when we do our budget, to try to anticipate who's going to be up for retirement in the coming year and if they choose to retire and if I'm going to have to pay for that academy. So this budget, although it's called the miscellaneous budget, primarily the reason why I'm standing here is to pay for academy fees, whether they go to the Utica Academy or the New York State Fire Academy, roughly about $7,000 a piece to send people to the academy. So this would be backfilling another 5 folks. That budget typically is about $50,000. I think it's $53,000 we budget in that, and already we've spent close to that already with the 5 people that we've spent. So the
Right.
good news is it will offset, once we get them through the academy, it will offset backfill and overtime for these voids until we get them trained.
All right, thank you. Any questions for the chief? Chief Walker?
We do the same thing with the police, the fire does. You train them, they got so many years of work, or if
Yep.
not, they pay it back, correct?
For paramedic, yeah. If we send them to paramedic class, they have to pay back, and it's prorated, similar to what the
Right.
police department does. Yep.
Not the regular training?
Not the fire academy, no.
Okay.
That's something we're looking at with the contract. The question with that was, right now we have, I think, 2 people out right now that owe us money for the paramedic training program. One of the issues we're looking at with, we're starting to see the same thing that happened in police,
Police,
starting happening
right.
with fire, where people begin to either try to go back
Jump
to
ship.
different community, or communities have somebody who's already trained, so they'll pick up that person. I mean, frankly, we're about to do the same thing with an individual from Amsterdam. He was looking to transfer here, so although we don't advertise for that, and I try to steal people from other municipalities, certainly the opportunity, if somebody wanted to come to Oswego, and we would look at their training and make sure they're off the same list, all else equal, we probably take them too.
Okay.
So,
Thanks.
All right, anybody else? Questions? Seeing none, can I have a motion, please? Counselor Hill, Counselor McBurdy.
Counselor Corodino.
Yes.
Counselor McBurdy.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett.
Yes.
Counselor Burge.
Yes.
Item number 5, The City Clerk's Office, on behalf of Mark Slozik, City Historian, requests that the City Chamberlain be authorized to accept a donation from the William G. Pomeroy Foundation for the purchase of a historic marker that will be placed at the Stone Store, which is Cahill Landing Building. Is there anybody here to speak to it? I don't see anybody. I think from the information that we were given in our packet, I think everybody in the council knows it's $1,550 that the Pomeroy Foundation will be sending to the city of Oswego, and with that $1,550, we will order the plaque and use the funds for that. I think everybody knows that this foundation goes around and puts up plaques. They did it across the street for that building, for the public library, a building over on West Utica Street, the old railroad building. So I know they've done it throughout the state. So this is just another plaque they're putting up on a historic building. Any questions from anybody? Seeing none, can I have a motion, please? Councilor McBrearty, Councilor Plunkett.
Counselor Coردino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrearty.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett.
Yes.
Counselor Burge.
Yes.
I believe that was the last item. Is there anything else we need to talk about tonight? Seeing none, can I have a motion to adjourn? Counselor Burge, Counselor Plunkett.
Counselor Coردino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrearty.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Plunkett.
Yes.
Counselor Burge.
Yes.